We are live. How is everyone doing tonight? This 2018 midterm election day, Tuesday, November 6th, 2018. I hope everybody is having a good day. Just to let everybody know, this will be part 3 and our final part of our Q&A series topic on the future of YouTube, where we're talking about the future of small YouTubers, which will be, like I said, part 3 and for the final day of the day as well. So, hey, Angel, baby, welcome to the stream. Thank you for joining us. How are you tonight? Thank you for being here. And not only is it part 3 of our latest Q&A series topic, we're also going to be giving our verdict on what we believe on the national level, as well to what will be the results of this midterm election. And also, just to let everybody know, our latest Twitch poll is now up on our Twitter, VerdictSquadNow. Later on tonight, I'll also post it in our Discord as well too, just asking our community what they want us to stream next on Twitch. So for those who would like to vote, you can too as well. Hey, no problem, Angel. No worries. But thank you for being here. Thank you for visiting. So as of right now, for our Twitch poll, it's on our Twitter. We had it set for usually what it is, the normal 7 days as well. Michelle, welcome to the stream. Thank you for joining us. How are you? Welcome. Thank you for being here. So as of right now, like I said, 7 days is how long our poll is. So it's a total of 8 votes as of right now. The choices we have for video games are GTA 5 Online, Bulletstorm Full Clip Edition, Fortnite, and Yakuza Kiwami. 2 of these are free with our PlayStation Plus subscription. We decided to include them in our poll. As of right now, both GTA 5 Online and Fortnite are tied for the lead with 3 votes apiece at 38% apiece. TG, welcome to the stream. Welcome, how are you? Thank you for being here. And then also Bulletstorm has 25% of the votes, has 2 votes as well. But obviously, there's just under 7 days left to vote. We just posted the poll. So, hey, Nathan, welcome to the stream. Thank you for joining us. How are you tonight? Hope everybody is doing well tonight. All right, so with that being said, just first, I'll just give our verdict on at least what the results, at least what I believe are for the midterm elections that are today. Just in general, nice hair. Oh, thank you, Michelle. Yeah, I got it about, I think, a couple weeks ago as well. I think my haircut was a couple weeks ago. Starting to get a little long. Dude threw mine in bin. You threw mine in bin. Didn't vote. Oh, fair enough, TG. It is your choice, though. But yeah, in general, I'll just say, too, there was supposed to be a record number of votes for early voting. So it'll be interesting to see if that will have any sort of overall effect towards the end on what will happen for, at least on the national level, for the results of the midterm elections as well. For those, I'm going to say, too, what I believe will eventually happen, too. I'm just saying I'm not favoring one party or another. I don't care for either major party, just based upon what that is. Oh, thank you, Angel. I appreciate it. But yeah, eventually I'm going to need a new haircut soon. Even though it's only been like a couple weeks, too, but I just like to keep it shorter, even when it gets cold outside. Or at least where I'm at. Let's say I never voted before. Oh, you did, Michelle? Oh, okay. You did it, Michelle. Oh, congrats, Michelle. I'm glad you guys got the vote, too. So glad you voted then. But yeah, like I said before, too, I'm not a fan of either of the major parties, too. I'm just going based upon at least what I believe is the most likely outcome. But that being said, for the House, I'm going to say that the GOP will probably hold on to, even though it'll be like less of a majority, so they'll lose some seats, but I still think they'll eventually hold on. Just because I don't think like all the early voting, even for record numbers too, will be enough to at least sway the House in the majority for Democrats. Again, it's just like only my own personal opinion on it as well. I mean, I could be wrong too, but I would say too that for the House will probably go to Republicans. As for the Senate, I would probably be more likely to think that the Democrats would be able to hold on to, but have to defend a lot more seats this coming year versus the Republicans do. I forget how many seats up versus how many the Republicans have defended, because I know the Democrats had a lot of seats up for re-election. But I think that with that too, I think the Republicans will probably hold on to the Senate as well, just because there's just so many that Democrats have to defend. So I don't think they'll be able to make up that margin. And even though a lot of people don't realize this too, a lot of governor seats are up for election as well too. Even though there's like quite a few of them up as well too. But surprisingly for this, I think the Democrats will have a majority of governor seats up as well too. I think they're going to actually win the majority of them. Just because they think that it'll just be a way for people thinking at the ballot when they're voting that even if for like the House or the Senate, they feel like that one party's going to have control, but at least with the governor seats too, that's another way for another party to have control of that. Now, depending upon if that has what ends up happening, I'm not sure, but I just think like for some people too, if they're just too indecisive as well, so I'm doing well. All right, that's good, Angel. I'm glad you're doing well. I hope work's going well for you as well. But again, This is just only my personal opinion on what I think is going to happen as well too. I'll probably try to check in as well too, just on my tablet over here on the site too, because I know a lot of places or a lot of states, polls have already closed. Some places polls are still open. So it all depends on like how many will be counted, how many precincts will be reporting. So depending upon while we're live, just to see if there's like any like results or anything that's changed, I'll try to let you guys know. But with that being said, I know it wasn't too analytical about it as well too, but I didn't want to make the whole live stream just about the midterm elections, even though I think it will actually have more influence, not just necessarily for next year, but for the 2020 next presidential election. But depending upon, how this results as well too. But I think like there's a lot of issues like people are probably really concerned about just going to the polls as well too. That hopefully voter turnout is one of the highest it's going to be historically. Just more importantly too, like for people to like just to get out and vote, just because for many elections like this, obviously you don't get to have this opportunity every day. So for those that you can have influence on the future, just like when we're talking about the future of YouTube and try to at least do our best to not only have a discussion on the future of it as well too, but to be at least be a part of it and to help make that future even better. And that doesn't just start like even just on the whole nation too, but it starts even in just your own local community. But that's why we should just start within our own community as well too. If we want to see YouTube do better, or just to have the internet in general be better too, it just starts here. At least having one conversation at a time. But yeah, with that being said too, those are just like at least in general to what I believe will happen for the results of the midterm elections as well too. Depending upon if those actually end up coming true, I don't know. That will be it's up to the voters to decide right now too. But for those the polls already closed too, we should have to wait for the results as well too for all votes to be counted, but more importantly for all votes to be counted. Now with that being said, you're looking cool. Hey, thanks Jimmy, I appreciate it. Welcome Jimmy, how are you? Thank you for joining us. Hey Kelly, welcome. How are you both today? Thank you for being here. Welcome. But with that being said, I think I said, thank you, Kelly. I appreciate you stopping by. But that being said, too, we'll just go to part 3 of our Q&A series topic on the future of YouTube, for the future of small YouTubers. First, we're going to start with at least what we think is going to happen in the short term, that being in the year 2019, and also long term for 2020 and beyond. Now, again, just like any other of our parts of our Q&A series topic here, this is just only my opinion, or at least my general assessment of what I think will be the most likely to happen. Everybody's entitled to their own opinion. Everybody has different views, which is that's like everybody's entitled to their own view. But it's at least just based upon, I guess, general observations, and at least being here for at least around a year now, just to see what I think the future will be for those who are smaller YouTubers as well too. And smaller YouTubers, I would say too, isn't necessarily just like based on any one particular figure or analytical number or anything like that. It's based upon channels that haven't been here for that long, maybe channels that have been active either less than a year now, or even just like just over a year or something like that as well too. They're still just trying to find, I guess, what their niche is on this website, as well as what type of videos or what type of content they like to create is that they're most passionate about. But in general, yeah, it's just more, I guess, like more of a startup phase too for a channel. And then again, just to remind everybody as well too, our Twitch polls up on our Twitter as well, VerdictSquadNow. We'll post the link to it in our Discord after our live stream here. I wasn't able to do it before as well. And then also I'll fix the live stream title as well too, because on my phone where I'm streaming as well through the app, for some reason it only gives you 60 characters to have in your live stream title. But as soon as I upload the live stream to our channel, then when I go in to edit it, then I get 100 characters too. I don't know if it's just like converting from, I guess, either just streaming for the app or just streaming just like through your phone and then going to, I guess, desktop or something like that. I'm not sure like why it does that, but yeah, I'll also like kind of expand more on the title of the live stream as well too, just in case if it looks like it's shortened too. That's why I had to shorten it. I had to try to use all 60 characters as well too, but once I get those extra 40 after the live stream's uploaded, I'll try to edit the title of the live stream as well. That being said, I'll start off what I think is going to happen in the short term for smaller YouTubers starting in 2019. Just again, based upon my general assessment of the site, and just if anybody has any questions about it as well too, or if they want to chime in with their view as well too, more than welcome to in the chat. But thank you to everybody for joining us for our 2018 midterm election and part 3 of our Q&A series topic of the future of YouTube, future of small YouTubers. Please check out everybody's channels here in the chat. See anybody's content is of genuine interest to you. DK, welcome to the stream. Thank you for joining us. How are you tonight? Oh, thank you, Andrew. I appreciate it. Thank you. I've been monetized. We've been monetized now for what? I think just over 2 months now, I believe. But I'm doing good. That's good, DK. I think it's been just over 2 months. I think it was July 31st or August 1st. We hit the eligibility requirements, and then we officially got approved on August 27th, I think. Which, ironically, on August 27th, too, was, I believe, the 9-month anniversary of our channel. So, from in the 9 months too, from uploading our first video to August 27th when we got monetized. So that was at least and within 9 months of our channel being active. But with that being said, a lot of people are still watching. Oh, well, yeah, that's good, Angel. Well, the more people whose views that we help contribute to our discussion, the better. Depending on how many people have time or not as well to stop in to at least share their opinions on what will generally, I think, affect all of us too in the immediate future and also in 2020 and beyond. Depending on what your goals are for this platform and for your channels as well too, whether you want to go to other platforms or just focus on here as well too. I think it is relevant to everyone as well too. Oh yeah, cool, DK. All right, I didn't know you were streaming before. Nice. But yeah, going to at least what I think will happen for 2019 for smaller YouTubers, I would say that in general, I would say you'll have more of an environment where I would say small YouTubers would probably be pushed to either not just be more genuine, be themselves too, but also to be able to be more distinct and to be able to do things that are different here that normally we see on YouTube, like things that before that would have been popular. I would say small YouTubers have to be pushed more to be not just be even more creative or unique, but also to be able to not be afraid to take chances as well too and be able to succeed. Oh, okay. Gotcha, Jimmy Can. A lot of people play WWE 2K19. It was like a pretty good game too for those who played it. I never had a chance to play it. Six Siege is a good game though too. But yeah. But anyway, yeah. For smaller YouTubers, just in general, I think they would have to be more pushed given the environment that it is on YouTube. And you see, I would say generally homogenous content in terms of, I guess, what YouTube favors and what it promotes. I would say that, YouTubers would have to be, in general, especially those who are just starting their channel, and they have to be not afraid. All right, no problem, DK. Thanks for being here. Take care. All right, have a good night. Thanks for stopping by. I would say smaller YouTubers would have to be more unique and just really make their channel into something that's not just more creative, but also just something that's more distinct from the over billion channels that are already on here as well, too. And it's just something that have to make themselves stand out. And really, I would say for 2019, also, they have to not be afraid to at least be more experimental in terms of not being afraid to try new things. And also to really just try to be more engaging and be more interactive with their audience as well, too. Even if they don't even live stream yet and they just upload videos, they have to really just take more into consideration of what their audience is trying to tell them, what, try to listen to them more. Because I think in general for content creation and then media consumption, people are going to be looking for more real-time engagement and to really have more of a conversation. And that's something that would have to be incorporated. Even if you just upload videos too, that is something that I would say that smaller YouTubers would have to try to incorporate as well too. And try to be a little more of a first mover kind of mentality where you have to be like either like in the lead, take the lead on really just trying to be more audience focused for your content as well too. To try to really just like listen to what they're trying to tell you, whatever feedback they have to offer, or maybe the different requests, the different type of content they would like to see from you, depending upon what you're able to do and what you're passionate about. Just really just trying to be more considerate of their audience as well too, especially like going in 2019 and also going forward as well. Again, if anybody has wants to chime in with their views as well too, or anybody want to chime in with their discussions as well, feel free to share into the chat. Thank you to everybody for joining us for our 2018 midterm election and part 3 of our Q&A series topic of the future of YouTube. Talking about the future of smaller YouTubers, both in the short term and long term. Please check out everybody's channels here in the chat. See if anybody's content is of genuine interest to you. Offer feedback, tips, advice, and suggestions to improve the quality of the content. If you also know somebody who is interested in the content as well, share with them on your social media accounts. Oh, thank you, Angel. But yeah, I just think it's more along the lines of also in 2019 that for those, especially if they're thinking about starting a YouTube channel, and for those who are here in 2019, if those who are continuing their channel, it's just something they have to be more considerate about. Because what I've noticed as well too, especially for smaller YouTubers as well too, it's a much different dynamic from those who've been here for several years, if not around a decade, and who've already have built-in established audiences, who have already built in their popularity and already either are trending or really famous. It's much different for those who are smaller YouTubers in general, just because they really have to do something that offers something different than versus who's already popular. They really have to try to not just be themselves, but really to try to, I guess, through YouTube, just try to even create a better version of themselves too, in terms of not only just trying to build longer term relationships with their audience, but also really just to discover new talents that maybe not possibly had as well too. Because for me personally, even before starting YouTube, there are certain things on this platform that I didn't think I was able to do. But through this platform, I was able to discover that actually there are things I was actually able to do. I never thought I could speak, in a live stream in a real-time conversation with people for several hours. I never thought I could actually do that. For those who have actually heard my first video on our channel, I could barely talk for a few minutes, and I really struggled with my speech. That was one of the reasons why I started YouTube, was to improve my public speaking, and I would say that at least it's improved somewhat. And I don't know. Everybody's story on YouTube is a little different. The reasons for being on this platform are different. Why they create certain content that they do is different. But again, I guess it goes back to like why you're here. We all have different experiences on this platform, and really, it's just hey, Nico Jr. Welcome. How's it going, Junior? Thank you for joining us. Welcome. But I just hope that for those two, I guess maybe we could include this as well too. It's like what you should know before you start your channel as well too. But I figured that also for the future of smaller YouTubers as well too is really just if they really want to start building like a high quality, loyal, genuine audience, this are the things they would have to like think about moving forward as well. Being distinct from those who try to do similar content to YouTube, but also to be able to stand out on this platform. And I would say one of the best ways to be distinct is to really be yourself. Did you vote? I did, Jamil, yes. Well, oh, congratulations, Darkheart. Nice. Welcome. Jamil, yeah. Yeah, Jamil, I did. Thank you to everybody for joining us. And I feel as though, at least in the Creator Academy that YouTube offers to try to help people with the tips and I guess things that are just general info, they try to help with your channel too. I don't think they do really a good job to really help out those who are just starting out and those who are smaller YouTubers in terms of those trying to find their loyal audience and their genuine audience. I don't feel like they really do enough to really try to focus more of their advice for them. But again, just like being someone who's been on this platform for almost a year now, I would say that just in 2019 and also beyond as well too, that kind of like I guess my predictions, I guess going back towards I would say the future of YouTube in general. Yes, I would say there should be more overlap for this topic versus that as well too. That smaller YouTubers don't see themselves as just as really just like this completely separate entity from the rest of YouTube, regardless of what one number says over another. It's still the same actual platform they're using to share videos with your audience and to be able to stream. Hey, Chris, welcome to the stream. Thank you for joining us. We gave our midterm election predictions earlier in the stream. We said it in the beginning, just in case, like, if people just wanted to like hear that, they can hear it in the beginning. And then for the rest of the part 3 of our Q&A series topic, we just started after that. But I was just saying before too that for smaller YouTubers as well too, just to be cautious as well too for 2019, that it doesn't become, I guess, its own bubble where people are only just focused on just saying small YouTuber. I just think it's like a bit of a, I guess, a word of caution as well too, that it should not really be afraid to at least watch like other people's videos or like go into the live streams as well too to see, to pick up on certain tips or try to ask for advice as well too from those, even if they don't call themselves with the label small YouTuber, that help improve your content as well too, and help improve the quality of the content you deliver to your audience as well too. Because what's popping? Hey, Rob93, what's going on? Welcome to the stream. And not much. Just gave our midterm predictions. We're just talking about the future of small YouTubers. Hope you're having a good day. Thank you for being here. Welcome. Thank you for joining us. But yeah, I would just like to see that for a lot of people that they don't really have. Hey, sorry, I've been around, been busy for now. Oh, I'm sorry. Yeah, I'm sorry about your family loss, Bear. No worries. No, don't worry. It's all good. No, don't worry. You don't have to apologize. Welcome. But it's great to see you. Great to see you here. Welcome. Don't worry about it. Well, I'm sorry for your loss again, too. I hope you're okay. I hope you're just doing better since that loss, unfortunately. But yeah, thank you for joining us. I'm doing all right today, Bear. Thanks for asking. I'm doing all right. Just before, I was having issues with the battery on my car, too, which was kind of frustrating. But, I got that sorted out, too, which is good. But, I'm doing all right. But yeah, I was just going back to, like I was saying, too, 2019 for smaller YouTubers as well, too. Just to not really be afraid to, like, really just expand beyond just only saying, just I guess small YouTubers in general. Just don't be afraid to look to channels too that not only been here a while too, but able to develop a loyal, consistent audience as well too, and to not be afraid to try to pick up on tips or different. Here goes shame, but no, it's all right, Barrett. It's all good. I had it sorted out too, but thank you for the offer. If I ever have car trouble in England, I know who to turn to, so that's good to know. But yeah, anyway, I was just saying too, just to really, even for me too, as I've been on this platform for longer as well too. All right, no problems here. Don't worry about it. Welcome. Hope you had a good day at work. And call it Ghostbusters. If you're in a bind, on the grind, who are you gonna call? Big Red Bear. I don't know. It's just like I guess a random parody song I just came up with as well too. It's based off the Ghostbusters theme song. It's like by Ray Parker Jr. too. It's still a good song. too. But anyway, back on topic for our small YouTubers as well too. Just in general, just to not really just, I guess maybe it's more of like a pride thing, or maybe just like in general, just trying to be open minded enough to be sure to try to expand beyond just only just saying those YouTubers, or I guess you consider your peers, and just to not be afraid to look for advice and to try to pick up tips like anywhere else too, not even just on YouTube, but also on other platforms as well too. Because there are several platforms for content creation, but you shouldn't just only limit yourself to like only one entity within one place as well. You need a car. That's better than mine. That's better than mine. Oh man, that one was better. I needed some time to like write one too, but yeah, I don't know. I'll have to like eventually maybe write a better song too. Eventually, at some point. I'm not a songwriter like really in terms of experience too, but yeah, maybe if I had the time to think about it. But I don't know. Maybe I'll save it for Twitch or maybe for something else. I don't know. But yeah, I would just say too for smaller YouTubers as well too. Not just not being afraid to expand beyond your comfort zone too. My day was okay, Sierra. It was okay. I had some car trouble earlier, but I got it sorted out. Songwriter, but I would. But I didn't mean either, Bear. I mean, I guess it all depends on your definition of song too. Mine is just if I'm willing to actually sing it, then I call it a song. If it's a sing along, that's even better. Where somebody else would actually want to sing it with me, then I don't know. I call that a song. It could be writing about anything. It could just be basically like you're singing about what you're doing, like or for chores or whatever. I call it a song. Or even if you're working, I would love to be in a band. Oh, I don't have the talent for that too, Bear. That would be cool. I assume. Would you be a lead guitar or just a lead singer, or would you go for drums? Would you go for drums? I don't know. I just feel like, or you could just be a one-man band if you really want to be just like go for a drummer. Hey, fair enough. But yeah, I wouldn't be able to like twirl around the drumstick either. Too. That would take some skill if you just like twirl around the drumstick with that, smash, like that, or just do like the Phil Collins in the Air Tonight drum pieces like like that. I wouldn't be able to do that, but anyway, back to our topic as well too. 2019, also for small YouTubers as well too. That not just only what I would say too for predictions to have to really just not be afraid to put yourself out there as well too, but it's gonna probably get I would say tougher too to probably try to draw in a genuine audience as well too. And I would say that more likely too, small YouTubers would have to be able to think outside the box more and to be able to not be afraid to try to implement new ideas that really haven't really been done before in terms of at least trying to put it to like on a bigger platform, whether it's on here or somewhere else. But I would just say too that really they have to really try to be more creative, just like beyond that. I guess like for some people, I guess too, if they just see something that's popular, they would just try to copy that in the sense of trying to sacrifice, I guess, their own personality or something like that. A group called Projects was gonna do. Oh, I didn't hear that, Bear. That's crazy. They tried to delete you. I didn't hear about that. I actually didn't hear about that. But that would be crazy if it just happened. This was like, well, I mean, there's Twitch too. Hey, Fluff and Air, welcome to the stream. How are you tonight, sir? Thank you for joining us. I hope you're doing well. Oh, yeah, it is morning for you as well, too. It's just, I think just past 1 a.m. for you in Bear in the UK. But I was saying before, too, just for small YouTubers in 2019 as well, I would say that also, even earlier, too, don't be afraid to collaborate as well, too, because I've noticed that for those... okay, yeah, no problem, Bear. Thank you for being here. You too. Have a good night. Thank you for being here. Good to see you again, and hope to see you soon. Thank you for joining us. But I would say, too, for small users in 2019 as well, too, that I would just try to, within your channel as well, too, to try to promote a more collaborative environment where even if you don't have certain pieces of equipment or if you don't have certain skill sets yet, that you not just try to find something that you would like to, work with and actually be able to either create some kind of content together, but also to be able to try to draw from your strengths as well, too, and try to, like, improve both your channels as well, too. But just really, especially for smaller YouTubers as well, too, usually the resources are limited, especially when you start out, and you really don't have like much experience in terms of, I guess, of really just trying to hold an audience, even if it's just like a few people as well, to try to hold an audience as well. It's tougher. Thank you for the Twitter link, Sierra. And speaking of Twitter as well, too, for those who just got in, we have our newest Twitch poll that's on our Twitter, VerdictSquadNow. As of right now, there's now a total of 9 votes, where GTA 5 Online has taken the lead. Fortnite's in second place. It looks like there's going to be filing unemployment. Oh. I have to see like the right now the projections right now for precincts reporting, Chris. I'll probably get to that after our Twitch poll here too. So it's just under 7 days to vote in our poll. Normally in our poll on our Twitter when we have a Twitch poll, we normally have 7 days where we give everybody to vote. Like I said, GTA 5 Online is in first, then it's Fortnite. Bulletstorm is in third, and then Yakuza Kiwami, which is part of the Yakuza series. It's developed by Sega. As of right now, it doesn't have any votes yet, but again, it's still a lot of time left to vote. Thank you to everybody who's already voted. It'll be interesting to see how many votes we'll have. It's going blue. It's flipping. Yeah, I've heard about like this blue wave. I guess I've been hearing. I don't know. Kind of went against like some of the predictions that I would say as well too. I'm doing nap today, not as much sleep as I say. Oh, me neither, Fleppner. Yeah, I had to take a nap as well too, just because like afterwards, like before the live stream, just because I just felt really tired today. I don't know why. Maybe it could have been the weather or something like that, but I'm not sure. But I don't know. We'll see like on our Twitch poll as well too. What will be decided too. But let me just actually take a look at right now what our projections are as well too for our midterm elections as well. And again, for the predictions I said before too, I just based them upon what I think would be generally what I generally think would happen, or the most likely, at least to me, will happen. Whether or not it will happen based upon what our predictions were, and we'll see. I think the governor races too will also be interesting as well. Let me just see if I can update this as well. But this will play more into a factor of, as of right now, what will happen for 2020. But yeah, as of right now, I'll just say here too, for the U.S. House right now, like I said, for everybody who doesn't know, for all in our U.S. House of Representatives, all seats are up for election every 2 years. So as of right now, Democrats have 22 seats, Republicans have 18. And the other elections as well, 16 are being led by Democrats and 34 are being led by Republicans. I can actually go to the U.S. Senate right now. This is where I said too, where Democrats had to defend a lot of seats as well. As of right now, it's 42-30 for Republicans. So right now it's 42-30. And then also go to governors as well too. And also there's like state house and state senate and other local elections as well too. But as of right now, it's going to be 8-7 for Republicans, and then still 32 if you have to be determined. But yeah, so it'll be interesting to see how this all turns out. That's all right now too, just our update as well. Thank you to everybody for joining us for our live stream here. We're talking about the midterm elections here in the U.S. for 2018, as well as our part 3 of our Q&A series topic on the future of YouTube, where we're talking about the future of small YouTubers. Thank you to everybody for being here. The presidential election is not until 2020, so that's not president's not being voted upon. Now, in terms of having like a different party other than Trump, the only way there would be any potential for impeachment is if, 2/3 of the House and 2/3 of the Senate vote to impeach him. But as of right now, it looks like, again, there's still ultimately the final results, but I don't think that's very likely to happen too. You don't have to blame him over everything. It's his fault. And what else was new, I guess, Chris? But yeah, it'll be interesting to see how this turns out as well too. But then going forward for 2019, it'll determine, I guess, legislation, the future of past years' legislation that's been passed, and then for other issues as well too. So again, hopefully there's like a record turnout for voting too. Because like I said before too, I'm not a fan of either party. I just hope that people, just in general, like get out and vote and actually contribute to the process as well too. Contribute to at least trying to like make an attempt to like build or at least have a say in like the future of this nation as well. But anyway, back to our part 3 of our Q&A series topic on the future of small YouTubers as well. Just saying in general, do you think he should have been elected? Do I think he should have been elected? Well, I'm not a fan of either party, Flevener, so it's either Democrat or Republican. I said no. But I would have said that about any Democrat or Republican anyway. So to me, either way, if you pick one of the two of them, it doesn't matter to me. I voted for someone different other than a Democrat or Republican. I actually didn't vote for anybody who was on I actually put for 2016, I picked a write-in candidate, actually. Believe it or not, I picked a write-in candidate. So that was something different too that most people probably aren't really aware of. I picked a write-in candidate for that. But I don't know. But again, whenever write-in candidate, obviously the person I picked didn't win. But, it was kind of be expected to. But again, I still felt like to at least pick someone I actually like to, not just pick someone who was just like, oh, no, here's your pick. Well, nope. House 35-30, Senate 31-42 per CNN. Okay, I'm looking at Associated Press right now, Chris, so I don't know. I thought it was interesting, too. I saw a general search for CNN. They said, I think it was like a news article from this, voters are delivering their verdict. I thought it was kind of funny they used those words, too. It's like, CNN, that's interesting. The CNN endorses the word verdict for this as well, too. For another one I did here, you shouldn't. But, yeah, I don't know. You're going to have different opinions on that, too, Fluffinator, but again, I'm not saying my opinion's right or wrong. That's just my point of view of that. But anyway, back to future of small YouTubers as well too. For short term as well too. I would say that I would say small YouTubers would have to, in a sense, not just only feel like they could be more a part of the overall YouTuber community, but also not be in the sense of trying to head that down like a plan or a path of where they only are just trying to be what's popular, what's on trending as well too. Because I feel like many small YouTubers take the shortcut of, oh, I want to grow an audience, but I'm just going to do whatever someone's popular or the celebrity or trending or whatever. I feel like they're trying to be more likely to try to take that shortcut, but instead of just trying to just be themselves and just try to, well, not just create content they actually like to, but to actually just not be afraid to put themselves out there and to be themselves. But with that being said, I just feel like they have to try to bring like a different type of YouTuber, right, for the future as well, to being not just saying small YouTuber, but just being a different type of YouTuber where they aren't just only just trying to go for what's trending and that's it, or they're just going to only try to copy or just be very, very, very similar, not exactly the same, but whatever is already what has been proven, I guess, like towards the top of this website too, in terms of what's promoted and views and all that. But I would just say it would be just something that not only is just something that's like more about themselves too, but feel more invested in their content in terms of not being able to put their own personality into their content. That's what I think, like for smaller YouTubers as well too, they need to really more focus on and just to try to have a purpose beyond just trying to make their content their own. Do you basically, yes, Fluff and Air, basically make it their own in the sense that it is a part of who they are and something they genuinely wanted to share with their audience, and it's something that they genuinely believe in, not just only going for one number or another, or just trying to go what's trending, and to try just only be focusing on, oh, well, I just care only about what this number says, and that's the reason why I'm here, and that's why the channel exists. But I guess trying to have a purpose beyond just, I guess a purpose beyond a number and a purpose beyond, popularity. I guess that's what they're trying to go for. Because I knew when I started my channel here too, I knew, one, I'm not going to be popular, even though I don't really want to be popular anyway. Even though it sounds weird, I don't really want to be famous, to be honest. I really don't. I really don't see any long-term benefit or any real tangible benefit for being famous, other than if you have something that a mainstream platform where people notice it, you can use it for good. But other than that, I really don't see much of a point to it. And two, I knew that I wasn't going to be popular. I knew that going into it, and I had no reservations about that too. I just wanted to, really, like I said, the main reasons why I started my YouTube channel too were to improve my public speaking skills, to help my general anxiety, and to help others. And that's what I want to keep focusing on for 2019, 2020, and beyond. But again, I think it's kind of sad too that when they say small YouTubers as well too, it's kind of, to me, when they keep hearing the term smaller YouTubers, it just feels like it's kind of like belittling, in the sense that even though, to me, it's not supposed to denigrate or insult them, but it just kind of makes them feel like they, they don't matter as much, or, they feel like their channel has to be something that, has got to be different to try to get the approval of mainstream approval. And I think it's kind of sad if some people think that too. But I would say too, eventually, but just going forward in general, that, I would say, given that I would say there's an oversaturation, I guess kind of a cloning effect too, where you see very similar types of content, if not almost exactly the same, of a few different topics, and then you see not millions of channels, but at least thousands, if not tens of thousands of channels doing very similar content. And if that's to continue to be the result, at least on here as well, I would say that, eventually some of them will either end up giving up or just end up folding in general. But I would say, one way to, at least to prevent that as well, too, to at least not just try to see it's just a copy of something else, but to just make their content and make their channel truly their own and a part of themselves too. And in general, like in real life too, you're going to have people who are going to like you, people who are indifferent, and just people who don't like you at all. So you're going to get a mixed response overall in the community, but at the very least, if you're going to be yourself and invest yourself into your own content, that you'll be a lot more likely to stay true, and then you're going to be a lot less caring of, even if not everybody likes you, which not everybody is going to like you, not everybody likes me, which I'm fine with, that's okay, but that's not why I'm here to try to be liked by everybody. But again, I would just say too, that would be at least the future, at least of 2019. As in terms of the longer term future, I would say too, for smaller YouTubers, but that's kind of a difficult question too, or at least a difficult to try to put into words in general. I guess I'm more interested in everybody else. So what else? What would your advice be if you get a message from someone you can make you a big YouTuber? Oh, well, in general, if I just get a message from someone I don't know, I would say it's either a ruse, or it just sounds like nonsense, or big YouTuber, and just okay, all right, well, this big YouTuber thing, okay, well, one, you have no idea who I am. I don't know how you found my account or how you reached out to me. And two, so what? I have to be a big YouTuber like for this for like a big number because why? Because then automatically I will like everything, and this big number where I get this apparent entitled validation from all these people. I don't know. I think it's gonna be kind of confusing too because I've had that happen before on Instagram and like other places too, where you have like these like random accounts who's saying, "Oh, I can get you like a bigger account too, and just sign up for this stuff." And it's like promotional stuff too. I just thought it was like really weird too. It just feels like a too much like it feels like a hard sell, and it just feels like really pressured, and it just is really unnecessary in like the way they go about it. But in terms of like bigger YouTubers, well too, I'm like more concerned about building a genuine audience for people. Whatever content we put on here and on Twitch, they actually genuinely like and they enjoy watching it. That's what I'm more concerned about. I don't really care what the number is too, because I care more about what's behind it. I don't care to be liked. Yeah, I mean that's how I view it here. That's the reason why I want to stay on this platform. I want to stay on Twitch. I'm not looking to be popular. I'm not looking to be trendy. I don't see really much of a benefit to being really like having this being a celebrity and all that. I really don't. Other than if you have a platform where people at least know who you are and notice you, you can at least use it for good. But other than that, I really don't see a platform. I'm trendy. Hey, bro, next, welcome to the stream. Thank you for joining us. How are you today? Welcome. Thank you for being here. Like I said before, our Twitch poll is now up on our Twitter, VerdictSquadNow, where we decide what game we will stream next on Twitch. The choices are GTA 5 Online, Fortnite, Bulletstorm, and Yakuza Kiwami. 2 of those games were free with our PlayStation Plus subscription. As of right now, I believe GTA 5 Online is still in the lead. Thank you for the Twitter link, Sierra. I think there's still 9 votes overall. Let me see here, too, if there's anything like anything different as well, too. I'm gonna just see if there's like any update too on our on like the election results as well. Okay. See if there's anything different, but I don't have to look it up. Come on. Okay. Let's have Senate on map. No, Chris, you said CNN. It's just kind of interesting in general. I'll just go to Politico. See whatever results as well too. But thank you to everybody for joining us. Please check out everybody's channels here in the chat. See if anybody's content is of genuine interest to you. For feedback, tips, advice, and suggestions to improve the quality of the content. If you also know somebody who's interested in the content as well, share with them on your social media accounts. About as long as anyone can be in trendy. What's it like to be trendy, Broke Next? I've never been trendy before. What's it like? I don't know. How does it feel? I don't know. I'm not trying to go for I guess like try to be like be noticed by everybody and like think that everybody's liking me for some reason. I don't know. It'd be kind of weird as well too. Just to feel like people want to know everything about your life, and it gets like creepy. It gets on like a creepier level too, but it'd just be weird. Let me just see. For some reason, it won't let me like refresh. Let me see here. And so be Eskimos in. They write songs about me. Ooh, I don't know if anybody's like written a song really about me. Anybody I would know. Who's written, like, I don't think anybody would like want to write a song about me too, but that's alright. That's fine. 20 still trying to look that up too, but yeah. And again, we have 7 days for our Twitch poll as well. We give you 7 days for everybody to vote. You can go to our Twitter to vote to see what we'll stream next on Twitch. Let me just see right here too. It's called. So yeah, as of right now, for Senate, it's 42-31 for the U.S. Senate, 42 for Republicans, 31 for Democrats, and then the House is 27-25 for the Democrats in the House. Battlegrounds. Okay. It'll be interesting to see how this will end up overall, but we'll see. Battlegrounds. All right, yes. I feel like you give more and tell your opinion and get more dramatic. Yeah. Yeah, I try to avoid drama too. It's like, I do want to get sucked into that. I'm just, I don't know. I just feel like, I don't know, there's like more you can like probably do like with your channel than just trying to like get like a big number and then try to be liked by all these people. Rebecca Steele's falling through so far here. I think they got to get the end of the event to get one sealed there. So maybe use this for, we should, just it was just called for Dem. Oh, it was, Chris? Oh, okay. So that's another one for Democrats as well too. But yeah, we'll see how it ends up. But I don't know. But Theresa May, yeah, but that's been desperate too as well. But I don't know. I think there are definitely mixed opinions about the UK staying in the EU. Fluffinator. There's definitely mixed opinions. Um, Again, I've never been to England. I've never been to the UK, so I can't say which one would be best. Uh, Again, it's not for me to say. Uh, I would like to think that like each European country too can within its own country can be trusted to have the people run their own countries, not to have to defer it to Brussels. But again, that's just only like a very like a general assessment, I guess, of that too. But I don't know. But anyway, just getting back as well too to part 3 of our Q&A series topic on the future of smaller YouTubers. Gonna go to like more towards a long term as well. I could also see smaller YouTubers initially when they start off their channel too, just having it. I guess what normally would have been a separate 2 or 3 or 4 or 5 people starting their own separate channels, that each of them would just combine into, I guess, a smaller I guess like a collection of different types of content and within a network, I guess. As if like you bundle different types of content together, and then they will give a feature to where every day you may have a different type of content or a different type of video or live stream that normally would have been found on a separate channel, but it's now combined to this one place too where you're able to find it. So I guess it'd be kind of like bundling channels that you wouldn't have to have separate otherwise. Now I know it's kind of like a weird idea as well too, but I feel like smaller YouTubers as well too. It's just kind of like a more of, I guess, a formal established way to collaborate together and to not just like share strengths and to be able to utilize what each of them are good at, but also to be able to bring, I guess, a different variety more quickly to an audience as well too, just depending upon what you're passionate about, where your interests are, where your hobbies are. I can see that happening. I don't know if YouTube would ever formally offer that option. They say, okay, do you want to have these 2 channels or 3 channels combined into have in this one place too? Now, I think it's already a function too. You can have somebody manage your channel for you, but that's not kind of what I'm talking about. I'm just talking about in general where instead of having separate places where you have for channels you have to go to, but you just have it all held in one place. Because I feel like at some point down the road too for Google, with all the different channels that are active currently on the platform too, there's over a billion. I doubt that they'll continue to actually be able to host all these millions, over a billion active channels on this platform as well too. See, there are English people who just want you to only be full of English only, but I'd hope theirs. But I mean, yeah, and there's some people like that too, Fluffinator, and I don't know. I guess it's like a very mixed opinions too about whether they should leave or stay in the European Union. But I don't know. Just for me in general too, I always thought it was kind of interesting this project where they feel like they have this. I guess they have this like I guess call it a project too, where they bring in countries that recently got in, just like Croatia, and try to bring it more onto the level of France and Germany. I just never saw how that would fit exactly. I just don't see like Croatia or anything like that. Maybe there's just like not understanding that part of it, but like Croatia being like towards more of the same level of France and Germany. I just don't really see that happening. I just see like more there's like certain countries in Europe that are a lot more influential globally than others. But how cold is it right now here? It's really windy actually, Sierra. Right now it's pretty windy. As of right now, it's probably in Celsius it's probably around 10, but I don't know. It feels a lot colder too, just because like it's like higher winds that there are outside now. But I don't know. But yeah, but I imagine too when it's gonna be like past Thanksgiving too, it's gonna get a lot colder, especially at night. But anyway, getting back to like long term of what I think like the future of smaller YouTubers will be as well. I would say that they would have to be able to, I guess, right away to be able to be more willing to share resources and to work together, not just only be more individualized. And I feel like for a lot of YouTubers in general, to be more only out for themselves. Just because I feel like just like it's having just one channel or just like one group, just have being, I guess, up against like the rest of the platform as well too. It makes it a lot less likely for any one channel or anybody to gain any sort of significant traction or to be able to be more likely to find a genuine audience. It'd just be at least right away too. They would have to be able to be more willing to work with others as well too, and to be able to, I guess, form longer term relationships as well. So here in the UK it's 12 degrees. Oh, is it 12? I think it's like around 10 here. I think fluffing here. It was warmer earlier today, but I don't know. It's cooled off somewhat as well. But again, these are only just like I guess what I think what would happen for smaller YouTubers as well. Obviously, I think like at least unless something really drastically changes to it, I think there will always be people who would be inspired to start their own channels, inspired to create content, or to either share a hobby or interest that they have to, or just to show off their creativity or to show off their artwork. I think there will always be people like that too. Now, the amount of people who will be willing to do it, it may depend. I guess it all depends on what your goals are for your channel and what you're looking to get out of this platform. I don't know like what the rate is like for channels like being started up like either on a daily basis or monthly or weekly or annual. I'm not sure how many is that to them versus how many channels like go inactive. I'd be kind of curious to see what the ratios are for that too and how many numbers it's let's see, it's gonna be warm for this time of year at night. Oh, it is. What is it normally, Fluff in there? Is it like around freezing before too, or just like a few degrees Celsius? But let me see too if there's like any change as well. Because I know, Chris, I think like District 27 for Florida, which is called for the Democrats. It says 31 to 28 for the House for Republicans, and then still 42-31 for the Senate. But again, like given our predictions before as well too. Again, it's still very early, but we'll still see. Beginning of January. What's your definition of cold, Sierra? Have you ever been in a place too where the wind chill is like it felt like below zero? I mean, I don't think you understand really what cold is. Like cold is pretty much it feels like numbing too, almost like it's like biting your skin in a way. That's the way I would describe cold. I don't know. I'm just more of like being in a warmer environment, I guess, for me personally, for the southern part of our country. But anyway, yeah. So for a longer term, cool. Oh, 60 degrees. Yeah. If it was 60 right now, too, I'd be pretty happy with that actually. But yeah, that's for cold for you. But yeah. Oh, you wouldn't like the north then. You would not like it then, especially around this time of year. But anyway, longer term, guess like the future, I guess for smaller YouTubers in general, I would say they have to not just only think more outside the box, like I said before, for short term. I think in 2019, you're probably going to see at least the beginning of the signs of a tipping point where most people, when they start up their channel or they feel like their audience could be bigger in terms of who genuinely likes their content, I think they're going to start to realize too that there's so many other channels that are doing, if not the same content they're doing, but very similar content too, and they're already pulling away viewers and already watch time from them, that you're going to start seeing some of the signs too that they either have to be more experimental or just to really just try to be distinct and try to stand out. Long as I dress my body, I wouldn't like to. Oh, I'll leave that. I'll tell Beavis that on Twitch. Again, Beavis but I don't like YouTube, but I know that's only their opinions too. Now, depending upon you care about their opinions too. Some people do, others don't. But anyway. But yeah, 2018, I think, I know it's like more short term, but I would just say you'll start seeing the beginning of the signs of more channels too that either just started on this platform, haven't been here that long too. They're going to be more willing to be more experimental and to try to branch out. They're going to be more willing to be distinct and stand out and put more of their personality back into their channel and not necessarily set up their content too, whereas you can make it as cool as you want to here. Oh, no, I'm not really the biggest fan of the cold though, Fluff and Hair. I'm not the biggest fan of the cold. But either way, like I was saying too, 2019, they're gonna have to be more, I guess, just be more distinct and just put more personality to their content and their channels too. Because differentiation, I would say too, going forward, is gonna be like one of the biggest factors in determining whether or not only do people want to see you as like distinct and then bringing some sort of value, whether it's entertainment or educational, whatever it is, to your channel, but also just a way for people to remember you and for you to stand out, not just be seen as a clone of something that's already popular or just a copy of something that people have already been doing, that you're just trying to hop on some trend and then, just try to get some of that audience away from them and wear extra clothing. Yeah, wear another scarf or a hat or a coat. That's how you fight the cold. If you have an actual cold you're sick to, then I guess hot soup, I guess, would be one way to do it, or green tea, or anyway, but not only just saying that electric fires, or that, or natural gas, or that, but also, I was saying before, longer term as well, you're not only going to see, I guess, more different types of content being coming out besides video and live streaming as well for smaller YouTubers. I would try to encourage them to try to at least take advantage of either augmented reality devices, virtual reality, or other forms of content as well too that aren't really being pushed as much to or as promoted. Just because I feel like they would have to be more willing to take chances for their channel, especially early. Just because, again, if they only just try to do, I guess, what other popular channels are already doing too, that's kind of, I guess, a plan that's more likely not going to end up, not necessarily failure, but they're going to be really, really, really disappointed with, I guess, the lack of what their perceived progress should have been on their channel. But yeah, I would just say that too, for smaller channels, whether they're just like they're starting out or they've only been here for like around a year or so, to not be afraid to take chances in that regard and to not be afraid to really, like I said, make your content your own. Now, like I said before too, for our plans for our channel as well too, at least on Twitch, we want to incorporate virtual reality content as well. We also want to expand our voiceovers that we do over on Twitch. And then also, depending upon for our Patreon as well, I still have to fix that Stream Elements chat, by the for some reason not putting the Patreon link in. Stream Elements is a lot worse than I thought it was going to be, but that's a whole other story. I'll fix that later. But in general, I would say too that you're going to see a lot more different forms of content. Oh, thank you for the Patreon link, Sarah. I don't know why Stream Elements doesn't do that. I don't know why. Maybe just something I'm not understanding too. But anyway, but I guess too, I would see how YouTube and Twitch too are going to respond to augmented reality devices and virtual reality devices. How much they're going to promote them. How much they're going to at least try to get other people to use other forms of different content other than videos and live streaming. Because I'm pretty sure, even though videos and live streaming will still both be around, I would say not just in 2019, obviously, but also at least for the foreseeable future. But you're going to start to see more different types of ways that content is going to be created. And I'm not just talking about 4K either. And then when 5G is in place, because 5G I think will probably start being in place like around like what I think 2021. I think I'll start seeing it more, even though it's starting to be implemented right now, at least in on a very, very, very small scale, but you're going to start seeing more of that as well, too. So it'll be interesting to see how all those are going to play into how small YouTubers will be creating their content, and then I guess how they're going to be able to make themselves stand out. Now, in terms of like how YouTube, I guess it would continue to treat small YouTubers on this platform in general, that I guess it all depends upon not just the leadership of YouTube and for Google in general, but also I guess how the environment is as well, too. I don't want to stand out. Well, I'm sitting down right now, Sierra, but yeah, maybe this is not the best time to say stand out because I'm sitting right now and I'm not really standing out that much then. But I guess, yeah, it all depends on too, I guess, for some people as well. Hey, Jeff, welcome to the stream. Oh, Jeff, you're looking at something like it's like Twitter, red wave, blue wave. How are you today, Jeff? Thank you for joining us. Hope you're having a good evening. Let me see here too if it's like changed at all. Because I don't know, I already gave our predictions before. For I think will happen in the midterms as well. Let me see here. It's 42-31 for the Senate for the GOP, and then 33-29 for the House for the GOP. Let me see here too. They have like governor seats as well. Where's the government attorney? I don't know where's like the government seats are at. I don't know. I'll have to like back it up as well too, but I don't know. I'll figure it out. Because I had it before. I don't know. Oh, I think it was on Google. I was like seeing this too, but all right. Oh well. Let me just see if there's anything else on here too. But anyway, we gave our predictions for the U.S. House, U.S. Senate, and the governor. Races about too earlier in the live stream. We did in the beginning. But with that being said too, yeah, just also longer term for smaller YouTube as well too. I think their future. I think more of their future. They're gonna have to take more control of it and to control their more of their destiny. Almost immediately right out of the gate as soon as they start. Or if they haven't been here that long too, like the sooner the better. And instead of just like waiting for maybe the YouTube's algorithm will pick up one of their videos and get noticed that way, I would say to try to put more of a concerted and active direct effort into towards, I guess, making their content being able to be as differentiated and personal as possible, just so that, one, even if you are trying to go do something that's not necessarily trendy or popular too, but you at least have your niche, genuine audience too, that because you're being yourself and you're not trying to put on a facade for anybody, you at least have the audience who will respect you for that and they like you for who you are. Now, whether or not you consider that, trendy or popular or whatever, that's, I guess, your own interpretation of that. But like I said before too, just in the long term, just smaller YouTubers are going to have to try to be more innovative and to try to be more forward thinking as well too. Because believe it or not too, I would say going forward in the future as well too, that's actually the advantage of if you're just only starting out your channel right now, or you just haven't been here for that long as well. You'll be more willing to take chances, you'll be more willing to try new things versus a channel that's either already established or for channels that have been here for a long time too, they'll be less willing to make such a big pivot into their channel's content. They'll be less willing to take different chances too because they'll be more concerned about if they make a big change too, they'll lose whatever audience they have. So with that, you have small YouTubers have an advantage there as well too. Because a lot of people, I would say too, in terms of saying small YouTuber, they say it as more of a disadvantage for some reason. But again, it's all perspective and how you look at it as well. Yeah, but that being said too, it is almost 9 o'clock as well. So I'm just going to say right here too, just to wrap it up as well too. Here, I don't know if there's going to be any more, let me just see if we have like any more, anything, a bigger update as well too for elections as well too. And also on Twitch, we'll give elections as well too. We'll at least give updates to any races that are called, or at least general numbers too, like what the House, the Senate, and governors look like too. I don't know what heaven is too. It's like I'm trying to like find the other one as well too. As well. Thank you for the Twitch link, Sierra. Hey, J-Man, welcome to the stream. Thank you for joining us. How are you? Welcome. Thank you for joining us. But yeah, let me just see your midterm election, man. We're just gonna try PBS. Here we go. But yeah, we just give like our short and long term, at least outlook, or at least our outlook for the future of smaller YouTubers. We also gave our midterm election predictions as well too. Let me just see here too. So, all right, here we go. Live results right here. Track all races. I'm on PBS too. I'm trying to see if they have like the governors like races as well too. Well, just to celebrate your freedom, I think, right? Oh, at least to celebrate our independence, yeah. Or when we say we're independent from the British Empire, which controlled at least what began the U.S. So July 4th is. Also, we have Veterans Day coming up as well too. I think it's on the 11th, I believe. I'm not sure exactly, but see. Oh, wait a minute, I thought it was like right here. Okay, that was weird. I thought it was like, I said like to see the results of the races too, but yeah, let me see. Let's look at the Senate and the House right now here too. But yeah, our bonfires celebrate a guy called Guy Fawkes who celebrated the blowing of the House of Parliament. Guy Fawkes, 1605, huh? I think I've heard of the name before, but yeah, I'm not too familiar on his backstory. I think I've heard of the Guy Fawkes. I've heard of the name before, I believe. But yeah, as of right now, too, here in the Senate right now, it says 42-33 for the GOP, 34-29 for the GOP as well, too, for the House. Again, there's still a lot of seats to be called. Again, it's probably going to be a longer night because some polls are still open. But again, it all depends on, I guess it all depends on like what people have voted as well. Okay, well, that's it says 35-29 for the House as well, too, right now. So, again, yeah. That being said, too, if anybody has like any also thoughts as well too for like the short and long term future for smaller YouTubers, short term being in 2019 and long term being 2020 and beyond. Love the House of Parliament again. I think I've heard this story before too. I'm not too I don't remember too many of the details of it. I think I've heard of it before as well. But again, if anybody has any final thoughts as well too, just for smaller YouTubers in general, just for this topic, because again, it's like our final part of our Q&A series topic for this part. So then tomorrow we'll have our closing video. And then most likely the video for tomorrow will replace our live stream. But that's kind of like our schedule as well too. So we have a video for our closing video that's supposed to be scheduled for the day after we finish the last part of the live stream portion of our Q&A series topic. Anyway, it replaces the live stream. And if it falls on a day too when we're not normally on YouTube, then it's just in addition to it as well too. So for a day if we're not normally on YouTube, we'll still film whatever it's the intro video or the closing video as well too. So again, that's like just kind of like kind of the setup I would have for this as well. I don't know, I'm trying to see like governor races as well too, but I don't know. I'm not seeing it, but yeah. Anyway, that being said, but yeah, if anybody has any final thoughts as well too, probably gonna wrap up the live stream here coming up soon, just so we can have time to get set up for Twitch because it's almost 9 p.m. right now, so we can have time to get set up. But yeah, I don't know. It's gonna probably be a long night too, just to see when polls are closed as well too. But yeah, but we'll see. If anybody has any final thoughts on them as well, thank you to everybody for joining us. Please check out everybody's channels in the chat team. Anybody's content is genuine interest you. For feedback, tips, advice, and suggestions about the quality of the content. If you also know somebody who is interested in the content as well, share with them on your social media accounts. But yeah, we'll probably be playing, most likely we'll be playing some GTA 5 online for our Twitch stream. Let me just see here too for our Twitter poll. If there's any changes in that as well. No, I'm just trying to wait for my tablet to load as well too, because we have our Twitch poll that's on our Twitter, VerdictSquadNow, asking our community what we'll stream next on Twitch. The new games that came out for the month of November for our PlayStation Plus subscription are now out. Both the free games are included in our poll. I don't know if there's any difference from when I first last announced it or I last updated everybody. But yeah, that's when we're playing on Twitch, Sierra. As of right now, yeah, there are 10 votes. As of right now, GTA 5 Online is in the lead. With 40% of the votes. Bulletstorm and Fortnite are both tied for second, and then Yakuza Kiwami doesn't have any votes yet. As of right now, there's 10 votes that have been cast. Thank you to everybody who voted. Thank you to everybody who has already voted. It's already 10 votes. It'll be interesting to see how many votes there will be in total for the poll. But again, there's just under 7 days to. If I haven't been. Oh no, that's fine, Fleviner. Yeah. But hey, Patrick, welcome to the stream. Thank you for joining us. How are you tonight? Thank you for being here. But yeah, so I don't know like how the election results too in general. I already gave our midterm election, at least our predictions as well too, what we think will happen in the U.S. House, the U.S. Senate, and then all the governor races as well too for each of the. I think 36 states are up for election right now, but we'll see. Thank you, J-Man. I appreciate it. Thank you. But yeah, we'll see. I think it'll just be like an interesting election as well too. Now, again, the predictions that I gave as well, too, are just based upon what I think is most likely to happen. Again, everybody's entitled to their own opinion. They weren't based upon, like, me favoring one party over another. Not a fan of, like, either party, at least major party, to be honest. Oh, that's cool, Patrick. You're watching the Leafs game? I think the Leafs game is on right now, right? Oh, no, wait, didn't the Leafs already play? Because I think they're at home, I think, because I saw it earlier. I don't really follow hockey that closely, but yeah, I think I saw the Leafs were playing at home earlier. I think it was in the Air Canada Center? I think it's at, or it's in the the Rogers Center is where the Blue Jays play. I think the Air Canada Center is where the Raptors play. I think, but yeah, thank you to everybody who's already voted. But yeah, so I don't know, like we'll see what happens in the midterm results as well too. We'll find out. And again, yeah, we just did like part 3 of our latest Q&A series topic on the future of YouTube for the future of small YouTubers. For anybody then, if they weren't able to like catch this live stream as well, could let us know in the comments below. Because your thoughts on like the short-term, I guess, future for small YouTubers and also the longer-term future of YouTubers or small YouTubers as well. But yeah, that being said, too, we're probably have to wrap up the live stream here so we have time to get set up for Twitch. Just want to thank everybody for joining us. Thank you everybody for being here. Appreciate everyone's support. Thanks, Jay, man. There you go. All right, yeah. I guess I wasn't on the ballot either. I was just going to tell him, hey, I think there's a mistake on this ballot. I don't see Verdict Squad on there. Is it a write-in? Do I just write it in? I'm going to write it in. But yeah, no problem, Flavia. Thank you for joining us. I'll see you over there, Sierra. I think we should probably get started with Twitch before 9:30 p.m., though. I think it should be around 9:15, 9:20 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. We should probably get started. But anyway, thank you to everybody for joining us. When we are done here on YouTube, you already know what time it is. It'll be time to switch to Twitch. Thank you again to everybody for being here, and we will see you over on Twitch for GTA 5 Online in just a little while.